Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Going to get this shout out real quick. Let people know we are live. Those that don't have notifications on, etc. Share. Reach. We are live. All right. Get this plugged in real quick. Forgot to charge it overnight. So that gets shared out. Do one thing, too, real quick. Date fun thumbnail here. Yeah, I'll just do this one. It's fine. We will just do that one. That's fine. Jason, what's going on, bro? It's been a minute. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I don't think I've seen you in streams for a little while, at least on my streams. I haven't been doing too many, but let me check something real quick. Yeah, what's up? Just some guy. And yo, just some guy. I didn't know that was you, Clint. It's freaking awesome, dude. I figured that out last night in Mr. Jimmy Guns' Saturday Night Gun Show. If you guys missed that, make sure you guys check out my boy Jimmy Guns every Saturday night. He took a couple weeks off, so this was his first week back in some time. But yeah, always a good time. I was in there for a little while. I got to tell you guys, I don't know, man. When it comes to the weekends, I think I'm just so burnt out from the week. Nate, salutes, man. What's up to you, buddy? Make sure you guys are following Nate, one of my co-hosts on the Playmaker podcast, which will be coming back soon. I'm sure we'll probably see him come on a panel as well during the 24-hour stream. So you guys will get to, if you haven't seen him much or haven't been a part of the Playmaker podcast when we were doing them, which they'll be coming back football season, make sure you guys hit him up. He does a lot of content. He has his own channel. No, you're good, brother. I just, it was cool that we finally figured it out. Because I was like, man, guys, he pops in, whatever. But it's all good, man. Sometimes you got to change it up a little bit. Saucy, good morning. Terry Paul, good morning. Good to see you. I'm good, man. I've been lurking some hard to do a lot with. No, I got you, man. I get it. It's all good, man. It's all good. Just wanted to say hello. Got to do some laundry. I hear you, man. Yeah, I just figured I'd pop in for a few minutes. Probably not going to be as long of a normal Sunday caffeine with the stream team. Again, I got a lot to get done. I got a lot of things to do around the house. And I just wanted to check in as we're closing in on, we're well under a week now to the 24-hour stream, which will be Friday night. So a couple busy weeks coming up. We got the 24-hour stream Friday night, and then we got Atlantic City the following weekend, that following Saturday, Sunday. So again, I'm not going to be streaming like the whole show like I did when I was in Chicago a couple years ago. However, I will go live at times. There will be some Hangout streams with a bunch of people, depending upon who I have with me. Maybe we'll, whether we're at the Airbnb or at the show, I'll show you some stuff. If there's like some cool tables or some cool people I run into, maybe that are selling there or something, maybe I'll go live and, let them give a shout out, show off their displays, their tables, talk to them a little bit, what have you. But just don't plan on the AC to be like, it'll be a lot of shorter streams, whenever I decide to go live, I guess. So I'm going to probably still be burnt out from streaming after this coming Friday with the 24 hours. So I don't know. We'll see. I think we're gonna be fine. I think it'll all be good. I don't know that I'm really gonna have a lot of product to rip. The original plan before I was going to AC was to get buy a bunch of product to rip, but we have I have so many cards between for like auctions and then all the other stuff we're going to be doing within the 24-hour stream. I just don't really think it's necessary. I don't think we really even need to do it. And it's just investing more money where I could be saving that money for traveling and etc. So I think that's kind of how that's going to play out. I don't think you're going to see much. Like I know the first couple ones I did, I got a ton of product, but I also wasn't heading to a national the week after. So, I think we even did some breaks or something. But I mean, there's going to be the giveaways, right? We already launched the first giveaway, the giveaway video I put up last week for the Chisholm snakeskin 35 of 35. That'll be the first one to kick it off. I will draw the winner on that within probably the first hour of the stream to kick it off because that's kind of the first giveaway. And then I will mention other giveaways throughout the night. I'm thinking about putting together some, like, I maybe want to call them repacks. I guess they would be repacked, but like I got a bunch of those bags. Thinking about putting together like doing like $10 bags or $20 bags and just loading them up, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I was thinking about it, and then I'm like, well, I got to probably get some chaser or find some chasers if I'm going to do that, like some bigger chasers, but might just make them lower dollar, like a $10 or $20, have a bunch of them. And if people want to buy them like throughout the stream, they can. They'll be numbered. They can pick a number, 1 through whatever. There's 20 of them, 50 of them, 100 of them, what have you. So I thought that might be kind of a cool idea as well. Just get a mixture. We could even split them up by sports if we need to. So it's awesome, but I won't be making the trip. One day we'll make a national and I can set money aside for some special buys. Yeah, no, I get it, Terry. I get it. And sometimes though, I mean, it still costs a lot just to travel, right? But sometimes it's just more about the experience. In fact, I want to say last in Chicago, when I went to Chicago, the majority of the money that I spent was like at like the singles club, the dollar box club. The guys that had all those dollar boxes, I'm sure they're going to be there again this year, but I got them for like the auctions and stuff. And I think I bought like probably close to 900. I mean, they gave me a deal. Like it was within a couple days. I think I bought about 900 of them. And it was split up a little bit because I went back there each day because they had more that they would like reload, because so many people were going through, getting stuff, and then they would just reload. They'd reload them up every so often. So what up, Fester? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Just popping in. Thought I'd pop on real quick for a quick little update stream, what have you, getting closer to the 24-hour kickoff. So I thought you meant, the Gentleman's Dollar Club, right? Yeah, no. No, the singles club, man. Do you guys remember that? Some of you guys might remember that. I think I got like a whole like 900 count or 1800 count shoebox, maybe it was. I don't remember. The 2-row shoe boxes, I literally filled one of those with pretty much cards from the singles club, the dollar club. But they would throw me a deal. Remember, I did like a little promo. They had some people do promos. I did a little promo for them as well, like a little video. And they gave me like a hella deal. And then I think I even won like pretty sure I won a box of like 90 Fleer basketball. And that's before the 90 Fleer basketball became like a big thing. You used to be able to buy those for like $10 a box or something. And then that Jordan went up in value, and there were some other cards that went up in value in that set. And then now they're like well over $100, I think, a box. So is that one that Peds? No. So, well, the box Peds bought, that was all generated. That was pretty much all of that was cards that I had hit through BITG, because if you guys remember, before I went out to BITG's for that 24-hour stream, I told BITG to just keep stacking whatever I was hitting, because he would mail me like once a month anyway. We would just stack it up, so he didn't have to ship me every day or every other day or once a week. And remember how he would send me I would get a big box like every once a month or so, and then our auctions would be loaded. So what's up, Steven? How you doing, brother? Boggs Talk Show. So what we do is I told BITG to just stack it all up and leave it. So when he did, when I got there, I was going through some. I pulled some stuff out because there was like Justin Herbert rookie mosaic greens and stuff in there that weren't even top loaded. So remember, I did some auctions, some stuff up. But then I went and I added a bunch of like vintage cards. I threw a bunch of vintage in with everything else we had in there, and there was just tons of color, mosaics, what have you. There was just tons of stuff. It was loaded. And that's the box we did for Ped. That's the one that Peds won. Remember, we did the mystery, the whole big mystery box. That wasn't the same. That wasn't the same thing because that was from the Chicago National when I got like the $1,800 or $900 or $100 worth of single cards for auctions. It's two different streams. Man, I miss BITG boxes when they were a month or two deep. Always fun to open, and I would forget it. Yeah, exactly. You'd never know what you hit. You would go through it, and there'd always be a mystery, right? And then it'd always be like, it'd be so awesome because it'd be like, all right, especially like doing auctions. It'd be like, all right, here we go. Now we can do some auctions. Let's do it. You just feel like you're stocked back up. You're loaded. Tedster, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Happy Sunday morning to you. So today I got some things I got to get done around the house, but otherwise it's going to be probably another lazy day. I'm really trying to take it easy. Sometimes overrest is probably not a good thing, but I'm really trying to, this whole week, I'm going to focus on, getting some good sleep leading up to Friday stream, because who knows how late I'll be at Triple Diamond on Thursday night. Could be there till like midnight, could be there till 1, could be there till 2, 3 to get back up and work. And then it's from work, take a little break, get some food probably, and then start the stream at 7. So, but I'm thinking we'll be good. I think it will be all right. We'll be all right. So, but yeah, the BITG boxes were always a good time. Always fun. It sucks that they're not there anymore. 100% true. Daphne is trying to look cool with the cat backwards. Yes, sir. Yes. Trying to look cool with the cat backwards. Been wearing the cat backwards for a while now, my man. 100% true. Good morning to you. Everyone would get mad and said you always got. Oh, yeah. The Yankees. Yep. The Yankees in the breaks. It was always I got the Yankees. And the funny thing is, when I did get the Yankees, when I went through and showed you guys the month worth of boxes, there was rarely ever any Yankees hits. And that's kind of something I want to talk about a little bit too, with like just with the hobby and with getting breaks in general, right? Like I've been seeing a lot of this with even on like the Whatnot app, like when say the Patriots are the team that's left and they're doing those, what they do with the poker cards or whatever, and they got the team stickers on the cards. Let's say the Patriots are like the team left. And of course, Mac Jones is the highest value card. But I sit and I watch these breaks. I get into some of these breaks, and I rarely ever see Mac Jones come out. And Mac Jones is literally the only card, the only rookie, the only guy in this, like in a lot of these sets, that is going to really hold any value or have any value. But everybody's so crazy to get them. You got other teams like I always see like those cheap teams or the teams that nobody wants, right? Nobody wants. Those are the teams that are hitting. No, I would not 100% true, but I appreciate your comments and your comedy. It's very great on this Sunday morning. Of course, a lot would want to go give the best team for their dud team. It would make him. Yeah. Or the trades, right? Yeah. Or people would get mad at me when I would get the Yankees in a product when like Dominguez was like big or something. He's not that big anymore, but when he was big, and they would be like, I'll give you, because I'll give you the Twins for the Yankees, and with the Dominguez years in the product, there was nobody. It's not like this year's baseball product where the Yankees have great prospects. Like there was literally nobody to chase, nobody to get, right? I mean, it was like, I'll trade you Twins for Yankees. Well, and then I'd say no, and then they would get butthurt or they get mad, and it'd be this big deal. Well, I always get the Yankees or whatever. Do you know how many spots, how many breaks I got into a BITG? I was in almost every break of his, and I had anywhere from like 3 to 5 teams every single break. And you know how often I got teams like, and this is like when the Pirates didn't have anybody, like they didn't have Cruz or anyone like that to chase. Now, this is a couple years back. I would get like Pirates, Rangers, who had nobody then, Rockies, right? Like those are the teams that had nobody back then. Yeah, I think everybody, and and that goes back to show you all this generated hype on players, right? Like Dominguez, Wander's one that's still done all right. But even then, right? Like, so now he gets injured. Now there's the injury early in his career, just keeping him out for a while. He was playing solid. He was playing awesome. But it's like the anything goes type thing, And it's like people always talk about these Hall of Fame players and these players that are proven, throughout their career, right? And they sell way less than the Dominguez's, the Wander Francos, what have you. And it's crazy to me. I'm on the side with a lot of other people where it's just crazy to me that people would pay so much. Like, I'm not paying thousands and thousands of dollars for a prospect card. I'm not going to buy a prospect card for that. Now, if I get in a break and it's a random team where the break's affordable and I get that team and I hit that card, that's a different story. But I'm not going to go out and chase singles or buy singles of a player that's not been in the league, or maybe hasn't even played in the bigs yet, or maybe has been in the NBA for a year, just had a great rookie season. Because again, remember, these prices are through the roof. A lot of these prices are topped off. They're at the ceiling. And remember the talks we've had in the past where you literally have to, like the player has to come in the league and has to like over succeed what the expectations were. Otherwise, it's not really going to change the value that much in that card. And then you got to hope to God, if you're not just hanging on to it forever as a so-called investment, you got to hope that you can in turn around and sell it at a peak if he does play good. But there's a good chance that if you're buying out, not pulling in product or breaks, if you go and you buy a prospect at a high ceiling, there's probably a very, very, very good chance that you're probably not going to make any money on it. You're probably going to end up losing money. And I mean, you can continue to sit on someone, right, if they're having a bad season or they're through a bad slump. But how much does this player have to come back and do now? And how well does this player have to play to exceed, to actually bump up over that price or the cost of where you paid or bought that guy outright, that single, for cheap? So, I don't know. I have a lot of Rod Dominguez, of course. I got a lot of cards, period. Haven't sold 2 cards ever. You never sold any cards? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. So I mean, if you don't want to sell any cards, and when the time comes, if you do want to sell some cards, it's always nice that you have all of that to sit back on. You know what I mean? Like non-PC cards or what have you. It's always nice to know because I remember. I'll be honest with you guys. I remember. I think I've told this story before, but when man, this one I was just getting clean. I just gotten clean. I was living at a place. Actually, I was living at a place when I got Zoe. And it was a house, had a backyard, had a fenced-in backyard. It wasn't my place. I guess you could say I was renting, but I was like a roommate, right? I was a roommate, and I ended up getting basically told like out of nowhere, like, "Oh, hey, you got to be out." It gave me like 2 weeks. You got to be out by the end of the month. And I had my dog, and I'm like, "What?" Like she was a puppy, and I'm like, I thought I was gonna be able to like live here. And I'd been staying there for a while. Well, apparently someone else was moving back in, and they were having to move out too, or something. I don't know. I don't understand it. I know that I was paying them what I needed to pay them, and it should have been enough to probably take care of whatever the mortgage or the rent was or whatever it might have been. I don't know, but I basically had to get kicked out, or I got kicked out, and so that's when I had to basically do the hotel thing for a while. And I mean, I could afford to do it, but it just cost so much. And I remember I had been getting into a bunch of breaks, like when I was staying at when I had the place to stay at. I was getting a bunch of breaks, I had a bunch of product, and I wouldn't usually trade any teams. I wouldn't, none of that. And so I had all these like card shoe boxes, like full of like top loaded cards. I mean, all sorts of different stuff. I was with Buck City Breaks. I was getting into a lot of breaks with them. I get into a ton of breaks with Buck City Breaks too. So there's a lot of stuff I was getting from their breaks. Shout out to them. And like I remember, I think Bobby or somebody, Man Crazy Titans fan or somebody, he was one of the first ones that started doing like auctions on YouTube. And I saw him, and then somebody else had mentioned to me like, maybe you should do an auction or try an auction one night. And so I ended up trying it. And I remember like just like I was like in shock of like it was an auction, but I was in shock of like how much I was getting, like how some of these cards were selling for, like even, and I knew value, like I knew pretty good values. It's not like I was throwing up some like $500 card and it was selling for $50 and I was like, woo, that's awesome, making money. No, I mean, it'd be like cards, it'd be like gold standard, like an auto, like a Dallas Cowboy, like not an Emmitt Smith, not a Troy Aikman, nobody like that, like a lineman or something. And it'd be like to 49 and it'd sell for like $15 or 20. And I was like, dude, this thing is just sitting in a box, like collecting dust. I don't PC the Cowboys. Like, yeah, I hope it gets to someone else in their PC, but I couldn't. It was a shock by the time the auction was done, like how much money I actually made in that one auction. And that was kind of history. That's kind of when just decided to start doing the auctions more, like it's been a good thing. The thing is, I have nothing really invested in there because I pulled them and graded myself. That's not bad at all, Jason. Not at all. I have a lot of raw Dominguez, of course. I got a lot of cards, period. I haven't sold 2 cards ever. I sold 1 red to 5 Bowman prospect. Who was the prospect to 5 that you sold? I'm just curious. Who was it? Just curious who it was. I wish I had the time to do auctions. Yeah. I mean, it really, it depends on how organized you want to be. Like, a lot of people get everything like sorted out by teams, etc., players, whatnot. But Lavire, Paguero, wow, really? Who the hell does he play for? See, I don't even know. Is he Is he doing anything right now? How long ago was this when you sold it? Was this more recent or was this a couple years ago? But they don't really take a ton of time. I mean, I guess the most time-consuming part of doing auctions, just like selling cards in general, is, packaging them, doing the shipping stuff, getting the labels printed, etc. But a lot of that's pretty simple now because, like, if you do PayPal and you should be accepting goods and services as payment, like if you start doing a lot, you can literally just print, as long as all their address information is correct and they haven't like not updated something, you can literally just print the label. So you don't even have to really type in much of anything. I use pirate ships, so there's like an extra step or extra couple steps depending upon. But once somebody has bought something from you and you've shipped something to them, even with pirate ship, I literally can start typing either their name, their first name, or their start of their email, either one, and it'll pull up like all the names within the letters, whatever, and then I select which one, right? And then print the deal. He's a Pittsburgh guy? Okay. I've never even heard that, dude. I mean, again, a lot of prospects you don't hear of. Is he still playing? What is he doing? Is he still like in the minors or something? My problem is the kids. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's you got littler kids, that can be a little bit harder. That can be a little more difficult. Absolutely. Absolutely. But there'll come a time when they'll be at that age where they'll be too busy. They probably won't even be home. They'll be at friend's house or they'll be doing whatever. That's kind of where my kids are at this point, man. Like, it's very rare. Like, my oldest daughter, me and my son are together every Friday, pretty much most of the day, regardless right now. But otherwise, he's working. My other two girls are always either with their friends, they're in the high school years with their friends or working. And my oldest is working or doing whatever she's got going on with her friends. My oldest always makes it apparent or makes it a point to, we try to get together and have dinner or do something at least. I mean, none of them are really with me certain nights anymore because they're all at that age where, especially in the summertime, like they're with their friends doing sleepovers, what have you, working. So, Plowman, what's going on, brother? Happy Sunday. How the hell are you doing? Steve Thompson in the building. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you guys doing? Cheers. Cheers, cheers. If you guys got a beverage, or maybe you're already past that whole beverage thing for the day, but I don't even think I've taken a sip of this yet. It's not my normal, but I wanted to go get a breakfast sandwich this morning, so I decided to go to the old Quick Trip this morning. Plowman, how you been? Steve, how you been? Plowman's one of the old school guys that used to do auctions too. Plowman's auctions, those were always fun. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Been going through some stuff, but I mean, that's life. We all go through it, ups and downs. Getting kind of excited. Gonna have the 24-hour stream. Going the old school 24-hour stream this coming Friday, starting at 7 p.m. So pop in and at least say what's up when you can. They'll be going from Friday night at 7 Central Standard Time to Saturday 7. So basically, it'll roll over. Hopefully, Guns is going to be planning to do a gun show Saturday night, so it can kind of roll into the gun show, if you will, which I think will be cool. So I wish I lived near you, Def. I'd love to hang out with you daily. Oh, Steve, man, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you saying that, my man. My beverage is a beer now. Golf is on TV and have been up 7 hours. Hey, it's beer 30 somewhere, right? Or it's 5 o'clock somewhere as well, as some would say. Hey, it's Sunday. Do as you need to. Do as you wish. No, but I'm doing all right, man. I'm living. I can't complain, right? I'm living. So living, can't complain. I can walk. I got my lungs. I can breathe. I'm still here. I can see. Final round of the Open. See, I haven't even been paying attention. Golf is like one thing that I've never, I mean, I can, if it's on in the background, I might look over and check it out if there's nothing really going on. But see, I'm that type of guy. Like right now, I'm paying attention to summer league basketball, as silly as that sounds. Pretty sloppy play, but I'm kind of keeping an eye on all these rookies and these second year, third year guys, these G Leaguers trying to make a team. It's always interesting because there's always some guys that come out of nowhere. Like the Warriors got this dude, Max McGlurth or some crap. He's like one of their top players on the team. He got signed by the Warriors from the G League this summer. He's just been balling. So I don't know. He might get his opportunity to play big time. And it's always fun to see these kids kind of go from there, especially if they're undrafted. Just waking up. Balls. What's up, brother? Love watching British Open and Tour de France since it's morning sports for East Coasters. Gotcha. Watch it all morning. Great when golf is on early. Yeah. Yeah, there's your girl. What's up, Eloy? How you doing, brother? Closing in. We're closing in under 2 weeks away, my friend. It's going to be crazy. We'll see how drunk you guys are when I show up. By the time I get there on Friday night. By the time I show up on Friday, it'll be probably midnight, 1 o'clock. So we'll see how drunk Eloy and the boys are at that point. Goats in the building. It's all about the course stuff. They're playing on the old course, oldest golf course. Really? That's crazy. Glenn, good morning, buddy. How you doing? St. Paul, but more. Some of the cycling and the World Championship and track is also live right now. Oh, really? Track and field World Championships is on? A lot going on today. It's crazy. You know, it's insane how there'll be some days where there is so much going on when it's not football season. And there'll be other like Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays where there is besides baseball. And like that's all that's on. Like that's all your option is. Now today you got golf, you got the British Open, you got track and field World Championships. There'll probably be a race on this afternoon. You got summer league basketball, you got MLB. I mean, you got a lot going on right now. So Alex will probably be skinny dipping in the ocean by the time I get there. Nice. Woke up at 2 a.m. today. The smoke detector has no chill when it runs out of bed. No, yeah, it's gonna just go off and let you know. Eloy, you don't drink? Well, that's good for you, man. Rest of the crew will probably be, though. I was just thinking, too, when we get there, or when I get there, we'll see if everybody's in the bag. I might have to find a Walmart or a Target or something somewhere on the way or out there. Probably, I mean, I don't know, because we're gonna probably be short on like pillows and blankets and shit, I'm sure. You know, if I'm gonna be crashing on the couch or floor or wherever, and we got other people doing that, I'm sure there's gonna be a shortage of some of that stuff. So, but Zoe's going crazy. Alex will probably be skinny dipping. Glenn, that sucks. And you couldn't fall back asleep at 2 a.m. after you got the battery switched out, or what? Not good. Not good at all. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have a lot else to say. I just wanted to kind of check in with you guys, unless you guys got anything else to talk about this morning. Mr. Balsley missed the stream, got a sick kid. You didn't really miss. I mean, I've been live for like a half hour. It's just kind of a shorter stream. So I want to pop in and say what's up. Glenn, it's such a pain in the, yep. Yeah, it couldn't be 2 in the afternoon. It's always got to be in the middle of the goddamn night. My problem is, like, I get some decent sleep, but I get a lot of interrupted sleep too because Zoe cannot, like, just stay in one spot. Like, and she usually has to cuddle right up against me one way or another, but she'll get up, she'll start eating, she's on some weird schedule. She doesn't eat a lot. She eats when she wants. She eats a little bit at a time. I've always just kind of had her trained that way. I mean, luckily, she's not a dog that just wants to eat 24/7 her dog food because she's always got it available. But she probably, if she did, that I wouldn't leave it that way. But she'll get up and she'll have like 2 bites of food at like, I hear her crunching her food and drinking water at like 3 a.m. in the morning when she gets up and moves around. And then she'll kind of do her thing. I can tell sometimes she's like literally sitting next to the bed, like looking at me, like wanting me to tell her, come on, come up. So it's like I gotta halfway be sleeping and be like, come on, girl, come up. And then she'll come up and she'll kind of scoot around and make her room and kind of take over the bed and then fall back asleep. You need to get you a pillow that you can pack in your bag. Dude, pillows are not that small though to pack in a bag. I don't, what, you want me to bring in those little mini pillows? I can't do that. We all sleep nude with no blankets. There you go. Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club. We all sleep nude with no blankets. Ego Boy doesn't. Up to the stereotype. Nice. Sounds like a blast. Lots of guys going to be there. Yeah, sounds like a big sausage fest to me. Count me in. It's hilarious. So, anybody else got any big plans today before I get off this thing? Anybody got anything big coming up on their channel or doing anything? Eli, got anything crazy coming up besides the national? No, now you can pack 2 normal. Yeah, I might be able to fit one in my suitcase. I don't know. We'll see. See, the thing is, the suitcase I carry or I bring are like those. They hold a ton of shit, but they're like, it's like I don't know, what are they, 40 inches? So it's not considered, it's still considered a carry-on. So I have my backpack, which you put underneath your chair, and then I have my carry-on, which I put above the compartment. So yeah, Steve, I'm going to national. It's going to be a short trip for me. I booked them last week. I'm literally going to fly out like Friday evening, and then I'll be there like Friday late night, Saturday, Sunday, and I come back Sunday night. So I won't miss any work, won't miss anything like that. One of my daughters is going to take Zoe. She's not working that weekend. She's going to watch Zoe. Nice, Steve. We'll fucking for sure meet up and hang out. Like Eli said, we'll probably be at the casino a lot too, though. Rather do that than have to worry about finding one. No, I hear you, Fester. That's probably a good idea. I could probably crunch it in there. Okay, cool. Yeah. I still got I was trying to, I think I said this a couple streams ago. I was trying to, if I would have known I was going to go, I always usually like to do the VIP, but I'm not going to be able to do VIP this time because it's sold out. So I think I'm just going to buy my tickets. I'm just a little confused because on the website it says 1 day pass quantity. So I don't know if I buy 2 of them, if that's going to mean like it's going to be good for each day. Like if I buy 2 total, or if I should just buy 1 and then buy 1 on Sunday when I go there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a separate day because I look at it as you're buying like 2 tickets for 1 day, right? But I want to buy 2 tickets online, so I save $5 a pop. 1 for Saturday, 1 for Sunday. You don't select days. It's just you just buy it. So I don't know. Sorry, nice. Holy crap, dude! You're all over the place, Eloy. Good luck on the drive, man. For sure. I'm on vacation. Wife and kid are sitting on beach. I had to come inside, watch this golf tourney. It's your kid's birthday? Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to him. Hopefully he has an awesome day, man. Heck yeah. Hope you guys enjoy it. Relax day. Did it yesterday, so you get to relax today. There you go. Yeah, Sundays are meant to be more of a relaxed day, I think. Although lately, my Saturdays and Sundays have pretty much been, that's what it's been. I have to go pick up my youngest daughter again tonight when she's done with the work. The only one that's not technically driving yet. She's got her permit. She just passed her permit like last week. But I had to get her back to her mom's because her mom and them are working. I had to do that last night too, like 9 o'clock. drive like half an hour there, half an hour back. All right, everybody have an awesome weekend. All right, guys, I think I'm going to close it out as well, guys. I appreciate everybody popping in. Again, guys, don't forget, just want to pop in and remind people, Friday will be the 24-hour stream, and then the following weekend will be Atlantic City with all the boys. So hope everybody's doing awesome. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. Enjoy your golf. Enjoy your track and field world championships. Enjoy baseball. Enjoy racing if that's what you're into. Summer league basketball, whatever it may be. Just have an awesome day. Get out, do something. Maybe get on a walk or get outside a little bit if you haven't been out there. And till next time, guys, I love you. I will probably see you sometime middle of the week before the 24-hour stream Friday. Peace.